was also going to show you guys how you can make shapes, how you can make different drawings with all the other shapes that we learned about. So the other shapes we learned about last week were the circle and the triangles. So for example, if we take a bunch of triangles and draw them underneath each other, you just made a tree, because the trunk, it looks like a rectangle, and if you put some circles on it, you made a Christmas tree. Another thing you can draw to make with the other shapes, you take a circle, and then if you add some triangles on it, you made the sun. And if you guys remember when we were talking about boxes, sometimes most boxes are usually either a square or a rectangle, but there's also round boxes. I didn't get to show you this when we were still in school, but I have a round box. You see? It looks a little funny, but sometimes boxes can be other shapes besides squares and rectangles. So we're going to try and draw a box. And basically, boxes are six squares put together, but sometimes you don't see all the sides, right? So a way to draw a box is you draw a square like this, and then you make another square over here, and then you do one on top. So this is the box. Or you can also make a treasure chest, and it looks more like a rectangle since it's a little bit longer. So you can start out with the square, and then if you draw a really long line like this, here's your treasure chest. And another shape you can make is it's a cylinder. So one way I try to draw a cylinder is you make a rectangle first that's standing up, and then if you draw circles on top like this, and then one on the bottom, it's a cylinder. Another thing you can draw is grapes. So sometimes when grapes are in a bunch, they're triangle shaped. So we're gonna start with the triangle, and then we're gonna put a whole bunch of circles together like this. Well, we got our grapes, and then we put a little stem on top. And then also, another way you can put all the shapes together is if you could draw a house. So when you guys draw a house, you start out with a square or a rectangle if you want it to be a little longer. And then the roof will be a big triangle like this. And then for the door, it's a small rectangle. The doorknob is a circle. And then we need a few windows, right? So we'll use some squares to make the windows. And that's it. You have a house. So we found a lot of ways to draw new things with all the shapes. So I want you guys to try it again too. And I hope you have fun with it. Okay, bye.